What up, guys? I'm going to be showing you exactly how I was able to scale my store from 91,000, and we started at 0 just 2 months ago. So this is going to be a case study on my brand called Snug Step, and we did this in the last 2 months, and we're planning on doubling this by the end of this month. So if we head over to the first couple days we did this, from the 8th to the 11th, you guys will be able to see our sales. We did 43 the first day, spent 15 ads, so we lost, but it wasn't that negative, so we continued to do it. Next day, we did 160 with the same 50 bucks, so then we were profitable. I like to scale super quickly, so then right after this, I instantly drop up the ads to 200, and we did 1,000 sales, which was a 5x row, so we were very profitable by the third day. If I head over from the 12th to the 16th, these were the next couple days, and we did pretty good, as you guys can see. And we had our first over 1K day. Actually, technically, we literally went from 700 to 2,000 in less than a week, which was super good. So as you guys can see, on the 9th, we did 43 bucks, and then on the 16th, we did just about 2K. And this is with messing around with the ad spend and seeing what was working. Here, I'm pretty sure we spent $500 to get a $2,000 revenue, which we made around $700 on, which was super good. The revenue and the margins have been super high on this. So the average order value, I'm going to show you guys how I increased this. So in the beginning stage, it was only 40 bucks. And if you guys look in the last week or the last month, so month to date, we've increased it by a lot. That is an over $10 increase per customer that I'm grabbing from each sale, which is amazing. So if we look in the month of September, I know it was only half a month that I started the store in, but we did 15K. And then in October, we instantly hit 45,000. And this month, we're projected to hit around 100. You guys might be wondering how. That's because Black Friday is coming up, and I'm planning on doing 20K revenue just that day alone, not counting the couple days before Thanksgiving and all that. And we're already at 30 right now, so 70 in the next 9 days should be super easily to hit. The conversion rate says 2.5%, but that's just wrong. We've done way more orders than this. The actual conversion rate I've calculated is around 5%. For a normal store, 2.5 is above average. 5 is fucking amazing. So if you guys are running a store and you don't have a 5% conversion rate, don't worry. As long as it's profitable, you guys should be fine. So I want to show you guys the original website we had before we upped it and redesigned it. So if I hit customize, you're going to be able to see this, and we're having it in mobile view. So this was the original website that I've made for the first day of actually testing this product. So everything's super simple, but it could have always been better, and that's what we did. So super simple, as you guys can see. And then if I head over to the actual product page, we're just going to get yours here. So it lets me. So this can take me to the product page. As you guys can see, this was converting all right. This was a 3 to 4% conversion rate for us. And this wasn't too bad, I'm not going to lie. The thing is, all of you guys can make stores like this with the reviews. And if I scroll all the way down, it says Snug Step. That was our brand name. And it's not too much going on. A couple GIFs, text from the ChatGPT prompts I've used. And that's really it. I did have a sale here from Vitals, but that's gone just because I turned it off because it would mess with my new store. But let's go ahead and take a look at my new store that I'm currently running that is generating around 5 to 6% conversion rate. So if we preview this, this is my current store. This is a paid theme that I'm not allowed to give away just because I did not buy the copyright claims and whatnot, and I don't own the trademarks. On the other ones, I do. So this one's a little more branded, and you can brand it a little more with this theme. And as you guys can see here, everything is way better. Look at the discounts I've got. We've got the most popular one. It's automatically selected on this. This automatically updates every day with this theme. And as you guys can see, everything here is super duper branded. We've got all the reviews down here. And this is the store that got us around 5 to 6% conversion rate. If you guys take a look on this day, on the 17th, just 3 or 4 days ago, we had an 11% conversion rate, and it's slowly been going up as the holiday season is coming around. But it says 4%. That's not wrong. If you do the math, 56 over 535, and then times by 100, it's going to give you 11 point something percent. This is fucking nuts. All of you guys should be hitting numbers like these. If you guys aren't, that is fine, but these are some crazy ass numbers, and you guys are going to be able to do this. The first website you guys should all be able to make yourself. But if we take a look at this, if we do the ads for the last week, we've spent $2,800 on ads. If we go to analytics for this last week, last 7 days, or let's do from the fourth. All right, let's just say last 7 days, we've done 7,100. So that is just above a 3 or 2x ROAS 2.5. So that means around 1 or 2,000 of this is profit in a week, which is great. And I'm planning on scaling this to do over 5K in a single day. So the store has had some ups and downs. As you can see, the first week heading into November, we had a consistent 4K, 4K, just about 4K, 2K, 2K, and then 600. This one, the ads, I had to drop them because we were redesigning some stuff. But consistent 4K for 3 days is nuts. So in the first 7 days, we did $18,000. That's just around $2,500 on average a day, which you guys should all be hitting. And with the ads, we've done many. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of different campaigns I've tested and ran with this. So you guys are going to have to test before you actually find a winning campaign for you guys. But the thing is, what's different about this and how I actually found this product is I used dropship.io. I don't recommend using it now just because the code's a little outdated and you can't really track stores. But my exact method on finding this product was literally scrolling on TikTok. I was on a call with a buddy, and we were scrolling for around 3 hours, I think, before we actually found it. And then I was like, shit, this is a good product. The margins look healthy. One last thing, let's find a competitor and track them. So we tracked them with dropship.io, and their numbers, they were doing like 20K days, which was fucking nuts. That was just some crazy shit I've seen, 20K day. And I was like, fuck, we're going to get on this. And I believe last month we did steal a lot of their sales, and we did end up passing them. So that was great. They weren't consistent 20K days. That was only the first couple days that we were doing it, but that was still nuts. Ever since then, they really haven't been scaling much. So I think I'm going to be able to take over this market. And then what I'm trying to do is build this into a real brand. As you guys can see, my website was super branded, and I'm going to be able to sell this and build equity in the future with it. So that's great. But the biggest part of a store is the analytics and the main product. So if we head over to the analytics again and do the last 90 days, it literally is sitting in the 90 days. That's why it's going to be blank all right here. $91,000. And I don't even think that's including today or in yesterday. But as you guys can see, the average order value has been up and down. Like we've had days for 57. This day where it's 0, it's just because we turned ads off. But on average, since we started, it's been 44. But in this last month or last 30 days, it's been 49, which is great. So you guys should be able to do this. That is a case study on our store. So we've done a lot of work with it and a lot of back and forth testing different ads. Our ads, we've been buying them from UGC creators, and we've been also using viral e-com ads. Not promoted by any of these, by the way, but that's just what I've been doing. Today, we're only at 270 in sales. The ads weren't doing the best today, and I'm doing the surf scale method that I have posted in the course as well. You guys are going to be able to do that. But as you guys can see, 270 out of that, only 30 is profit today. The ads didn't do good, so I had to turn them all off. But I'm going to be dropping around 5,000 on Black Friday alone, and then another 2,000 on Cyber Monday. So with this, I am planning on doing over 100K this month just alone. And then if we head over to products, I'm going to show you the actual product page of the Snug Stepper. So as you guys can see, I'm not using this. This was from my old store, the description, but you guys are going to want this for your store because you guys are most likely going to have the motion team. This was a simple description that I used from ChatGPT. I kept the brand colors. If you guys want to do this, all you guys have to do is highlight it, change the color. But that's literally how you do that. Add the GIFs, make sure everything's center aligned. If we scroll down, this is the main photo, just the UGC creator. And then these are the rest of the photos, super plain and simple. We've got 4 different variations. I typically don't like having multiple variations just because that means the customer has to spend a longer time deciding what to do on your website. So around 3 to 5 is a good amount. unless it's like sizing. But for my product, I know it's clothing, but this fits all sizes just because it's stretchy. Then if we head over back to products, there were a couple upsells that did give me a couple thousand in sales, like this fuzzy slipper. They've done a couple thousand in sales, so this is super good. Literally the most simple, literally nothing's here. All I used was a couple apps. And talking about apps, apps are actually really good. I've used this Upcart app, and a lot of people have actually been using it. It's just for a $5 shipping. I literally added it around a week or two ago. So that's super good. As you guys can see, if I hit upsell or view analytics, so this has literally got me $280, and I'm not doing anything additionally. And this is all from the 3rd, which is great. And then I've also had other apps like Vitals grab me around $20,000 in revenue just in the extra upsells. So if I head over to volume discount, there was one of them. And if I do analytics, they haven't been running this month because I have a new app I'm using. But if we do the month of November or the month of October alone, they did 13K, and then the month before that did an additional 7. So apps are really needed. You guys might be thinking, oh, I'm gonna go drop 30 or 50 bucks on this app, but you guys don't realize how much this app's actually going to be helping you in the long run. So these apps are going to be required. TikTok ads definitely the main way to go. That's why I recommend you guys this product to have a wow factor, because most of this shit's going to be on TikTok nowadays. And then this case study that really is going to conclude it. As you guys can see, though, there are going to be some chargebacks and some haters that are just going to dispute it because of 7-day shipping, even though on my website it clearly says that. Currently, where I'm at, I've white labeled the product. I've gotten shipping down to 3 to 7 days with my supplier. And currently, I'm just trying to brand it and scale it so that in around February, I'm going to be able to sell this for around $500,000. And that's all going to be profit after taxes. So that will be the case study. And that's exactly how you guys can replicate a store like this and how you guys can do 90K in each month.